So we're starting here on. Let me check the time. It is day 11 here in Barovia, and you are in the town of Kresk. We didn't play last week because of my work obligations, but when last we met, I believe you had dealt with the abbot at the abbey that towers above Kresk, and you had actually rescued Irina from there. Upon leaving the town, visited the shrine at the northern end of Kresk, and Irina had a bit of a vision of all of her past lives and all the times that Strahd has sought to possess her, and all the tragedy that has befallen her over the centuries, and she actually gained some memories of these past lives, and is finding herself all of a sudden to be a more formidable fighter with this flood of new memories and experiences. And that is where we're picking up. We had this whatever open threads you guys had recorded, which I'm not sure might be in your notes, but I know that the big areas left for us to explore were our Ginvostalt, the ruins of Berez, and of course. Or I shouldn't say of course, I should say also the Amber Temple, which is high up on Mount Gacchus, and then I will say, of course, Castle Ravenloft. So that is where we're starting tonight. Did you guys have any indication of which direction you would like to go? Any threads you want to follow up on?
Well, you did have one where the wolf lady needed an escort too, right?
Oh, did we? Because you went back there, right?
Yes.
And she said that she was looking for her mate, who was the former leader of the pack, who was deposed by Kirill. When he was deposed, he actually was taken away by Strahd and locked up somewhere. And I believe that Zulika is her name, and she is looking for her mate Emil.
She wanted us to escort her to the gypsy lady, right?
Right. That she was looking for Vistani to do a reading, who might be able to give her a clue about where she might go to rescue her mate.
That sounds like an easy one. Do you guys want to knock that one out?
I'm game.
Yeah, works.
We're gonna go pick up the wolf lady and escort her to the reader lady.
Now, the closest Vistani camp to your current location would be the one that's just outside of Vallaki here. There's that camp just outside of Vallaki, and so that might be. Other than that, you'd be trudging all the way back to Madame Eva.
Well, that's all I thought she wanted to go to for the reading.
Any Vistani should be able to do the reading. She wasn't looking for Madame Eva specifically.
Oh, that's even better. That's easy then.
Right. All right, let me get... So a couple hours on the road. We get about an hour into the trip, and we'll do our random encounters. And all is quiet on that hour. 2 hours into the trip. It doesn't take all that long to get from Kresk to Vallaki. So we're going to say it's 9 a.m. as you're arriving back at the outskirts of Vallaki and at the Bastani camp. And you've got Zulika with you. So let me go ahead and find a token for Zulika, since she's here. She might not even have her own token. That would help if I look in the right area. There we go. Zulika, named NPCs.
Is Irina with us?
Yeah, I will get Irina as well. The new and improved Irina. I gotta fix Irina's token here. She only has 14 hit points. That's not true. She's got 52 now. And her
Quite the
armor
jump.
class is still 15, so we'll save that. Close that. Go here. Edit this. Update the token.
It's got a good amount of hit points.
All right. So here at the Vistani camp, you are greeted by Uvash and Aragal, the two brothers who kind of head this clan of Vistani. You've got the Dusk Elves in their homes that live around the base of the hill, and let me find the information about Zulika's reading. Let's see. Here it is. Here we go. All right. So, one of the Vistani seers of this tribe does arrange to perform a reading for Esmeralda to try to help her track down where her love, Emil, is being kept. Let me see here. So, I'm going to find the exact cards here. You all can still see this map even with no tokens on it, right?
Yeah, I can see it.
All right. Okay, so let me find the right deck here. I want the complete Taroka deck. Let's see. How do I... there we go. All right. So I want to be able to select specific cards. Card decks there. Allow choosing of specific cards from deck. Excellent. Okay. Okay, so the first card drawn is, let's see if I can find, these are really tiny, so I'm trying to find them here. These are too tiny, I can't read them. I didn't realize we were going this way, otherwise I would have prepared for it a little better, so I appreciate your just what I'm doing is there's 3 cards that I'm supposed to draw for you. And I'm trying to find them so you can actually get the full experience of what it is here. So I'm looking for the Beast. And it looks like these are alphabetical. I can't. Alright, I'm going to have to give up. Okay, so the first card drawn is the card for the Beast. And the Seer indicates that that this is, the card indicating Emil, so that they know that they're talking about the right person here. Of course, Beast being a reference to him being a werewolf. Now, the second card drawn for Zulika's reading is the sword called the Torturer. And the seer says that this card tells of Emil's current fate, that he is bound and in great pain. And the final card drawn is the soldier, and the seer says that the card tells of Emil's location. He is somewhere high, cold, and remote, under the watch of an unmoving guard. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this for you. I'm going to post it in Discord just so you can see. This was the reader, and I apologize I didn't have the cards themselves for you, but this was the reading. The Beast, the Torturer, and the Soldier. So Emil is somewhere high up in cold and remote. So Zulika doesn't know where this might mean. But she says, she wouldn't have the means to go and rescue him by herself anyway. So she's pleading with you to heed these clues and to help her please find her lost love. She is going to go back to the werewolf den and wait there, hoping for Emil's return, and thanks you for anything you can do. And with that, she departs to head back to the den. And that is that thread that you've just pulled. So with that, Zulika departs. You've got the reading from her, and you are right outside the town of Vallaki. Ooh, not inside the town of Vallaki, outside the town of Vallaki. There we go.
We really don't have a need to go into Vallaki today at the moment, do we? Can you guys think of anything?
I can't think of a reason.
What about could maybe get some armor for
Irina?
Irene? I was gonna say Tatiana, but yes.
What can she wear?
She right now has breastplate. I don't know that it shows what her proficiencies in armor are, but let me see. I mean, breastplate is medium armor, so she's at least proficient in medium.
If she can take chainmail, just hand me the breastplate and 100 gold, and then I'll sit down for an hour and make her a suit of chainmail.
I think she can wear heavy armor.
Guys, want to give me an hour?
What class did you say she is?
Well, she's
Isn't
a
she a
monster. She's a monster, so she doesn't have a class.
Okay. Got it.
But the monster she's currently based on is the knight, which would definitely be a fighter in heavy armor.
All
Yeah,
right.
if it's a knight, for sure.
Right. Now, I didn't give her the heavy armor. I just let her keep the breastplate she was already wearing. But let me see. What does the knight wear by default? Let me see. The knight wears plate.
Oh, so she should be wearing plate by default then?
If you want to spend the money on it.
I can make I can do a set of chainmail from my skill. It takes me an hour just to, as long as I have materials, I can make the suit out of thin air.
Do you have the materials?
The breastplate would be the metal I would need.
Do you have access to a smithy where you can?
It's not. It's a divine ability.
Oh, I see. So it's like magically working. I got it.
So if we can do that, I can give her a set of. I can do chainmail. I can't do plate mail because it's over the threshold.
What's the armor class for chainmail?
Let me check that.
15,
I believe
14,
it's 16.
16.
I'm going into it right now. I wear it. It is 16.
And she has a +1 to Dex, so that would put her up to 17.
That sounds correct. Yes.
All right, I'll change her armor class to 17 and change her armor type to chainmail.
I can do that once a day.
Very handy ability. All right, so we've upgraded Irina's armor. We've gotten the reading for Zulika to find Emil. As far as places that are high up and cold, there really is only one place in the valley. I guess, well, two. The Abbey of St. Markovia, which sits, several hundred feet above Kresk, is high cold, and you could argue is remote. But the other option would be going on the Solenka Pass up into Mount Gakis to the south. There are structures along the Solenka Pass that could fit the bill as far as what you're looking
for. Guesses? All right, we can go. So we have that and we have the Mad Mage still, right?
Yeah, you have never met or talked to him, right?
And do we have any other threads?
I'm seeing again the Haunted Mansion Arginvostolt. Like you just said, the Mad Mage. Now Zulika's quest up to Solenka Pass. You know that Baba Lasaga in the ruins of Berez has one of the winery gems.
Okay.
Not to mention that she's just a bad lady and needs to be dispatched. You've got more exploring the castle if you wanted to make a run for the Sun Sword.
I'm thinking you guys want to hit the Mad Mage and then go down and do the ruins? Those are the two closest to us, right?
I mean, yeah, if we're right on the lake, we might as well do the Mad Mage.
Mad Mage it is.
All right. How do you want to get across the lake? You just want to grab one of the rowboats and just row across? It'll probably take an hour.
Okay, by me.
All right. We'll get you across the lake here. Let me advance the time a little bit closer toward the noontime hour. Not noon yet. But as you get to the other side of the lake, let me check this. Lands of Barovia. Areas M. Okay, north of the mountain lake, the trees begin their steady climb up the slopes of Mount Baratok, its monolithic presence oppressive at this distance. The ground here is rocky, uneven, and tiring to navigate. Even the wolves avoid this neck of the woods. Soon, you climb above the blanket of fog that engulfs the valley, and dark thunderclouds roil overhead. You see an elk standing on a rocky spur about 60 feet away. Suddenly, it assumes the form of a man in tattered black robes. His hair and beard are long, black, and streaked with gray, and his eyes crackle with eldritch power. The Mad Mage has made his appearance.
Who wants to be the talker on this? My dude sucks at. Or so just say, hey, what's going on?
You think my magic has grown weak, assassin? Think again! And he begins casting a spell.
When no assassins, come on.
So, well, there's only 4 of you. Why don't you all make a dexterity save, I think it is? Yes. Alright, anybody under 17 takes 28 points of damage, and anyone over 17 or over only takes 14.
Oh, now I'm not happy.
Tell your dark masters that they can try to break my body, but they'll never break my spirit. And then he tries to start running away.
I was about to say, not after pulling that stunt. I'm gonna pull out. I have it in my inventory. I'm gonna pull out my javelin and throw it at him.
All right. Armor class 15 for this guy. So the javelin.
Wait, why did it only roll damage? I'm sorry.
Oh,
Hold
okay.
on. I just was looking at that. I'm like, that's not right. Let me try that again.
There we go. There's an attack roll. But that one missed. Anybody else want to take a shot at him as he's running away? Or try something else?
That's what I'm debating right now. Is this an illusion? Or that? No, we took damage, so no.
Right. Mage armor is a concentration spell, isn't it? No, it's not. Ooh, that's what makes mage armor so cool.
Yeah, that's just a straight up spell.
Yeah.
See, has anyone hit him yet?
You ordered Caribbean what?
Random stuff, and I'm absolutely dying right now. Jerk chicken.
Oh man.
Not feeling so good.
Envious. I love spicy. All right. So here, let me drop a token for the Mad Mage here, just so I've got one, so I might as well. So he is running. Anybody else want to try anything? Bardor wanted to do something, huh? Necrotic damage? Told the dead, really? Okay.
Safina shot an arrow too.
Right. Okay, so he made his save, so he takes 9 necrotic damage. And with that, he casts Fly and takes off up the mountain.
Cheeky bastard.
Yeah, my guy's not a crowd control type guy.
Guess we should, chase after him, or is he flying up a mountain that we can't chase?
He's gaining elevation and disappearing into the haze.
Could we even attempt to track him?
He he's flying. I mean, you quickly lose sight of him as the angle he cuts over the trees, and so you can't you lose your angle of attack on him. So you can tell he went up in a northern direction, but that's about it.
Is there a roadway or anything like that that we could follow?
There's a river. You can walk along the river.
Would being proficient in survival, where you can track for game and stuff, can I see like this? He's been in this area before and track him that way.
Sure, yeah. Make a survival check. Good one. Let's see what that was here. Oh, wrong tab. 27. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so you definitely can tell he kicks around here. It seems like he must fish from this area somewhat frequently. There is evidence of him having caught the fish, having stored them on a rock nearby or something like that. Or you could see he might have been using mage hand or something to clean and cut the fish.
Now, can I determine which direction he came from to get here?
Yeah, so you can follow the footprints for a short while, and let me again. What's the duration of this? So you can follow the footprints, and it leads to a faintly shimmering 5 foot wide, 10 foot tall kind of fold in space, like a magical folding of midair. And so it's this shimmering extra dimensional kind of portal that hangs in front of you.
All right, before we do anything, that everyone's got damage right now, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I think I'm gonna. That's to everybody.
Eight points of healing for everybody. Okay.
That helps. Thank you.
How is anyone still really bad?
I mean, yeah. Took
I'm
some
still-
pretty bad damage. I failed my dex save.
I'm still down 21 points, but I can do some healing on myself.
I might have a health potion, so let me just check my inventory. Yeah, I still have a potion of healing. I'll just use that.
Yeah, I was trying to give everyone some, but I just don't want to know how many spells I want to burn.
Yeah, no, if I have a potion, I'll absolutely use it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just use 15 points on my lay on hands on myself.
All right.
Who wants to go? Who wants to touch the portal first?
Well, if no one's volunteering.
So your hand disappears into the portal briefly, but then it's forcibly shoved out. You only get it in a few inches by the fingers, and you are rebuffed from entering.
What if I try to dive in?
You want to take a running start?
Yep.
All right, take 4 points of damage from slamming your head.
Damn.
I knock on the portal.
Anybody trained in Arcana can make a Arcana check.
Yeah, that's not me. That's a -1.
That would definitely be our wizard.
Oh, and our wizard who isn't here, right? Let me see if I can make a roll for him here. Let me get Keldrin up here. Arcana. Oh, he's +6 to Arcana. Look at that. All right, so your wizard can tell you that he's confident this is a spell called Magnificent Mansion. And it's an extra-dimensional dwelling that what the caster and only those whom the caster designates are allowed to enter.
Paladin wouldn't happen to have, I don't know, counter spell.
It is a 7th level spell.
Oh my god, that's okay.
Yeah, it's a pretty beefy spell. You could dispel it, but it would take a considerable effort. So the long and short of it is, you guys might not be able to enter this magnificent mansion, but this is definitely a place that the Mad Mage will return to, particularly if he thinks the coast is clear. So if you want to arrange another meeting with him, you could wait in this area or even hide if you wanted to catch him unawares.
Yeah, I like the hide idea.
I will do my best to hide.
All right, so let's do everybody make a stealth check, and we'll lose the highest and lowest result, and see where we get. All right, so looks like we're at 13, right? Or no, 18. So we got a 15.
Well,
and
mine would be a 13 because I have disadvantage.
Gotcha. Okay. So let us do a perception check for our Mad Mage. And he got a 14, so he did not beat the 15. So after an hour passes, the Mad Mage flies back down, and not seeing you guys hiding in the area, he touches down and begins walking toward the Magnificent Mansion entrance. So if you're going to act, if you're going to say or do something, this would be the time to do it. Other than that, you can just watch him walk inside, and then you'll have to wait for him to come out.
Do you guys just want to step out in front of him, or between him and the door?
Yeah, basically, like, hey, bud, what the hell?
All right.
I have my hands up like I'm not coming to fight.
You again.
Yeah.
I thought you've grown tired of your pointless quest and moved on.
We just came to talk to you, dude. We're not here to do anything to you.
You can't fool me.
Really? If I really
I
wanted
know
to kill
the
you,
truth.
if I really wanted to kill you, would I have stepped out? I would have just attacked you from the shadows. You'd be done. So we came to talk.
Okay, he is disoriented and paranoid to the nth degree. He
Does a medicine check do anything?
sure. Ooh, nice medicine check. So you can definitely tell he's suffering from madness. That this is not just an eccentric guy. That he's certifiably got something medically wrong with him, and is
Anybody got it like a
acting in
lesser
an
restoration?
unusual manner, right?
Would lesser restoration, where it removes one disease or one condition, work in this?
Considering your medicine check was so good, I'll let you know that it would be a greater restoration or better. Would be needed.
I don't have that high yet.
What level is that for you?
Well,
I think a greater restoration is a 5th level spell.
I think so. Yeah, I'm only on 3rds right now.
Yeah.
I have a scroll of greater restoration.
Well, you know what? Let's give it a try.
Who can read scrolls? I can't.
Isn't it the same class?
I thought it was still only arcane classes.
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
I was reading something. Can you repeat the question?
Who
Greater
can use
restoration.
scrolls?
Chris,
Is it
go
just
ahead.
arcane classes? Who can use spell scrolls? Is it just arcane classes?
Anybody who has the spell in their available class list can use a spell. So a cleric can do any cleric spell, a bard can do any bard spell, etc.
Well, that's not me. Anyone else have this?
That would be in my spell line. I'm too low, but it would be in my spell line.
Right, and the scroll would allow you to cast a spell that you normally couldn't cast.
All right, I'll hand it over.
Now, the Mad Mage, he's not buying what you're selling. He thinks you're trying to trick him.
I mean, I guess in an effort to distract him, I'll ask him, what can we do to prove to you that we're not sent by whoever you think we're sent by?
Make a persuasion check. Okay. He says he's made adequate preparations, so no spell that you cast on him will have any effect unless he allows it first.
Just a greater restoration spell.
So for the non arcane person here, I have no spells. What does that exactly mean? Like, if we try to use, I don't know, a simple spell like Greater Restoration, it would have no effect on you?
Correct, right. That's what he's saying, that he's buffed himself up, and that your spells are useless.
Okay. So we have this spell scroll for Greater Restoration. I promise this Greater Restoration. If you are as buffed as you are, and you allow this spell to happen, I mean, worst comes to worst, it's just a Greater Restoration spell. Like, I'm trying to convince him to, like,
Yeah.
let us cast Greater Restoration on you, and, like, with this, I'm trying to make the argument of, like, let us cast this spell and show that we're friends because we're healing you, even though there's nothing, quotations around nothing wrong with you.
Right. Now, this is where I struggle, because where any mage worth his salt would know a greater restoration spell is a harmless spell to cast on them, and he would be able to recognize what spell you were casting. But this guy's crazy. So
Yeah.
he thinks you found a way to describe harmful spells as a greater restoration, so he's not falling for it.
Don't you recognize me?
How many of these greater restoration scrolls do you have?
Just the one.
Just the one.
I stole it from the Abbott's library.
Got it.
I'm the burgomaster from Vallaki. Don't you recognize me?
I recognize an assassin when I see one.
We're trying to help you.
All right. I'm going to do one more Arcana check for your wizard. He's going to try to help you out here. All right, what did he get? 14. Is that enough? No, it's not enough. Damn. Keldrin was trying to ascertain what kind of buff spell the Mad Mage might have up, but he failed to detect it. He was able to say that it was a very high level magic, though. He could tell that much with a 14. So you're going to have to convince the Mad Mage, and I guess the best way to do that would be with a party effort. Let's set the DC. Let me take a look at all your persuasion skills. +3, +2, +5. Somebody's got +5. Is that Darian?
I have a +6.
+6. All right, Darian. Why don't you make a persuasion check at advantage, since everybody is helping you. Excellent. Okay, so
Good thing I had that
21.
advantage.
Right, 21. And give it to me with your reasoning as to why the Mad Mage should trust you.
Well, if I'm going to start a conversation with him, I will simply throw down my sword and kick it away from me so I'm unarmed. And just say, look, we mean you no harm. We have no reason to hurt you. It's just a simple greater restoration scroll. We'll let you look at the scroll yourself so you can look it over and determine that that's all it is. Why would we be going through all this effort if we actually wanted to hurt you?
All right. With that, the Mad Mage says, truthfully, I haven't been feeling quite myself lately. And perhaps a little restorative magic would be helpful in this case. So I will lower my mind blank spell. But be warned that if you double cross me, it will be your lives will be forfeit.
We will not betray your trust.
All right.
And I cast it.
All right. Now the Mad Mage's wits have been restored, and his madness has ended, allowing him to remember that he is none other than Morden Kanan, the Archmage of a place called Orth, and leader of a powerful group of adventurers called the Circle of Eight. So the Mad Mage thanks you for curing him of his madness, and invites you into his mansion and leads you to the invisible doorway that serves as the entrance to his extra-dimensional lair. And he invites you inside.
Go on in.
Yeah, let's go.
Beyond the portal is a magnificent foyer with numerous chambers beyond. The atmosphere is clean, fresh, and warm. There, Mordenkainen provides you with food and sanctuary away from the prying eyes of Strahd and his spies. He says that you're free to rest here as long as you want, anytime you want, and he can guarantee that while you're here, you will not be disturbed. Mordenkainen is familiar with worlds, multiple worlds of the multiverse, and tells you tales of places like the Forgotten Realms, and of his companions and his old friend Elminster of Shadowdale, and explains that Barovia exists as a pocket dimension, and that Mordenkainen actually came here in an attempt to destroy the pocket dimension. He thought that taking out Strahd was the key to collapsing Barovia and returning it to the prime material world, but he underestimated Strahd's powers. And he's been racked with this madness ever since. And with the destruction of his staff and spellbook, he dare not face Strahd again. But he again offers, whatever assistance he can here, and says if you ever find yourself in need of magical assistance, that he definitely could be a resource to help you. He is, with his wits restored, he is going to set out on the task of finding his missing staff and spellbook. He doesn't want help finding it. He says he preferred to do that himself. But he says before you leave, as a parting gift, he's going to imbue each of you with a charm of heroism. And you should be able to see that there.
Also nice.
Yeah, the little parting gift. Something from the Mad Mage.
When it says the charm vanishes from you, that's permanent? Like it's a one-time use thing?
Right.
Got it.
Right.
I asked him before he leaves if he knows of anything that we can possibly to help us against the battle against Strahd.
He says, even with his formidable magic, he was not able to stand against Strahd. That Strahd is an accomplished wizard in addition to his vampiric abilities and formidable combat skills. So he's a triple threat. So don't take the fight with him lightly, is the best advice that Mordenkainen has for you.
All right. I guess that would be do our niceties and get moving then, I guess.
Unless we want to take him up on his offer to rest here for a minute.
And I could do a short rest just to get some hit points. I would need. How about you guys?
Short
Yeah,
rest
short's
it?
all I need.
Quick short rest.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
All right, so we are after the short rest. It is high noon on day 11. You've made a new friend in the Mad Mage, and the valley is your oyster. You can choose your direction.
All right. The next closest place was the ruins below Valaki, wasn't that the other one?
Yeah, or the haunted mansion.
Where's the haunted mansion?
Haunted mansion.
Right here, if you can see my ping.
Oh, that's what I was talking about, the ruins.
Right.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
The swampy ruins of the village of Berez are a little further south. That's the home to Baba Lasaga.
Right.
But you don't know what, if anything, is here at this haunted mansion. You do know that the locals avoid it and call it a haunted mansion for one.
I was confused on locations then.
Gotcha. Yeah, it all blends together a little bit.
So we would have no reason to go to that haunted village yet.
I mean, eventually you do. Baba Lasaga is one of the bad guys on your list.
Yes, I believe it was the Were-Raven said that she was causing them a lot of problems.
Oh, so that is on our list then.
It is.
Do you want to hit there and then the other ruins he just pointed out?
Let's hit that, just because that's something that we know we actually have to go do. Where the castle ruins, the haunted mansion, whatever it is, we don't really have a reason to go there other than exploring.
Right?
So let's take care of what we actually need to take care of.
No, I'm for that. I was just confused on location.
All right.
Yeah.
So another hour back across the river.
I just remembered something.
Yeah.
We didn't finish fighting the hags, did we? Did we get into a fight with them? Like from the windmill?
We killed one of them, didn't we?
Yeah.
Or am I confusing knights?
No, I think we killed one of them somehow.
I have to go back and review.
I think that was correct. I think we killed. I'm looking at the map and I saw the windmill.
Oh, no.
I feel like
we
that was
made a deal with the
unfinished.
devil. No, we made a deal with the devil. Remember, we delivered the book to Strahd's castle, and they would go away.
Yeah, to deliver the hag's eye, right?
Yeah,
The Hag's Eye, yep.
and that's what made that they went away. They're still out there somewhere. We made a deal with the devil.
Yes.
Oh, you know what? That second week when we were playing in Strahd's castle, I had a miss.
Right.
Oh,
So I missed that part.
So I think you had the fight with the hags. They got away. Then they started killing you at night, and they forced you to do a mission for them, and that's where you left off. So they are still presumably out there as a malignant force, but at least they're leaving you alone right now.
And why? Actually, there's one thing I have to check on of Blackie. Did the assassin do the job?
Oh, right. Did Lady Voctor meet her end? And she did. Ernst is suddenly out of a job.
Now, being me, you know what I would go do? I'd go try to use the mirror again.
Let's stop by, I guess, your other headquarters, since you're in Valaki. The Burgomaster's mansion, right? Because you're the Burgomaster now, so you can kind of... Now, the house is still all destroyed up. Repair work has started. But let's see, where is this mirror? This mirror is here.
Yep.
All right, so let's get everybody moved into the mirror room.
You guys brought up the hags, so might as well see if we can I would try to take them out.
Am I missing Rebecca on this map? I am.
Yeah.
Alright.
Irina.
That too.
I was like looking at it and I'm like, why is it completely gray? There we go.
Alright, let me move everybody into the right room here. No games, no Kildren, but we got the 4 of you. Alright, so you're in this room. You got this mirror. Let me go back to the mirror entry and read that to you. So we're in the town of Valaki in the Burgomaster's Mansion in room P. Elemento P. Okay. So, the magic mirror, the gilded mirror on the wall, with the conjuration magic, you summoned an assassin from this mirror. It, as a consequence, turned your alignment to evil, right?
Yes.
And now you're going to use it for a second time. Now, because you're evil, something different happens when you use the mirror when you're good versus when you're evil. When you're good, the spirit assassin forms, and there's a good chance that you'll turn evil. But if you're already evil when you try to summon the assassin, the ghost manifests as a pair of floating bloodshot eyes and strong spectral hands, and the hands try to wrap themselves around your neck, Bardor. So I guess let me drop a spirit assassin on the board, and we can do a quick combat and see spirit assassin evil. So this spirit assassin appears again. These floating bloodshot eyes and strong spectral hands try to wrap themselves around your neck, Bardor. So let's roll for initiative. What do we need? Bardor got a 17.
Yes. Sorry.
Right. No, it's okay. And turn 17. Safina got a 16. Darian got a 4. So just an initiative for Rebecca.
It's like sometimes like it doesn't click.
There it
If
is.
that makes sense.
There we
When I
go.
roll,
Gotcha.
yeah.
So that's 17 for you. All right. All right. So Murmur, you get the first action here, as this spirit assassin seems to be turning on Bardor.
All right. Just seeing this really scary thing, my gut reaction is to hit it. I'm just looking for my little. There we go. My hand axe. I'm just gonna grab that from my belt and go. Oh no, you don't.
All right. There's a miss, unfortunately.
Well, thankfully I have double attack, and that's also a miss.
You have double miss. All right. And if that is it, we go to Bardor.
All right. Well, I don't like her. And then I'm going to bonus in.
Wisdom save for the spirit assassin. Failed. 6 necrotic damage. He takes no damage.
So that spell is useless. And then I'm going to toss this out.
Spiritual weapon. Let's drop one on the board. Spiritual. Alright, so there's the spiritual weapon on the board. 18 hits for 10 force damage.
And that's everything I can.
Alright, Safina.
Okay. I'm gonna try something. Let me know if this is okay with you rules wise. So I was gonna use my bonus action to disengage,
Okay.
since I can use that as a bonus action,
Right.
which allows me to move away from the guy
Right.
and then still take a short bow shot.
Right.
Does that sound right?
Yeah. Yeah. No
Okay.
reason you can't do a bonus action first.
Okay.
Right.
So we'll do the short bow, and then I've got party members within 5 feet, so also that.
Alright, so 16 piercing damage. Non-magical, right?
Non-magical.
Alright, so that turns...
It is silver though, but non-magical.
Right. So that turns to 8 damage. And that is when the Spirit Assassin gets to go. Now he's going to, first things first, he's going to use his Horrifying Visage trait. So everybody, make a DC 13 Wisdom save.
And everybody gets a +3 on that because of my aura protection.
Yay.
Alright, so 14. So nobody failed. Alright, so nobody failed by 5 or more. So you didn't age 40 years, so that's good.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Alright, and then he's going to try to strangle Bardor. 18 hit?
20.
Ugh. Brutal. Darian.
All right, I'll move down here and go ahead and swing at it.
19 hits.
I'll pump a smite into that too.
Alright, 4 slashing damage.
Is this thing considered undead?
It is.
So that's another 13.
Radiant. Alright. Boom, boom.
13 hit?
It does. For 4?
Screw it, I'll do another smite.
Alright, 17 more damage, so it got smited out of existence. Very good.
Oh, not bad.
Let me do the XP real quick here. 11. Well.
I just look around and say, well, I guess that doesn't work anymore.
So, 200 XP each.
14,200 everyone got?
Yes.
Okay.
I say, unless anyone else wants to try it.
Yeah, I'm not
So-
touching that thing.
Yeah,
Really?
the mirror's power will be dormant until tomorrow at dawn, and then another summoner could try again, and if it's a good aligned summoner, it will produce different results.
All right.
Or you could destroy the mirror.
Oh, but I like it. I look so good in it. It's up to you guys. You guys want to destroy the mirror?
No. It may be useful down the road. Let's like cover it up or something. Any way to like hide it?
I mean, isn't there that addict that the sun used to use?
It's got blown up. It's being rebuilt right now.
Oh, God damn it.
Yeah.
The weeks I miss.
Yeah, right. Well, there's still like a pile of junk up there that, you know, isn't fully blown up. Maybe we can just kind
Do
of.
we have a dungeons in this place?
Oh, there is like a jail cell.
Actually, is there
Lock it
anyone
up.
still in the dungeons?
Well, that's another question.
Nope, right? No, they're
Yeah.
all empty.
Yeah, let's put it in there. At least we can lock it.
And just make sure they know not to throw anybody in there.
And I'm gonna bring the other 2 dogs down that barely trust me to guard it. Tell them to let no one in.
All right.
Nice.
And I tell one of the servants to make sure they're fed. All right.
All right, so we're in the town of Valaki. It is just afternoon, and you've used your mirror and had that little fight there. Is it on to the swamps of Berez?
Yeah, I think that's where it was next, right?
All right.
Yep.
And you come here to the Luna River crossroads, and you, for the first time, take the South Fork. And begin heading down the road quickly. Becomes rough and overgrown. This is not a path that has been traveled with great regularity for a long time. And you make your way down. It takes you a good hour to get down that far. And that is when you start to arrive at the outskirts of Berez. Let me take a minute here just to set up the page for Berez. And I'll get your tokens all moved over here. Alright, so the Berez map is not on the scale of individual player tokens. Each square on this map is 100 feet, so we're going to be using the party token as a default catch-all for everybody, since again every square on this map is 100 by 100. So there's a significant here. Now you'll notice that the entire right side of this map should be illuminated so that you can see the river. But when you look on the left side of the map over here, it gets dark and cloudy and you can't see any detail, right?
Do we still have the horses?
I suppose so.
Okay. I'm just thinking for movement speed.
Right. So exploring Berez is done one square at a time. This dark area that you see over here is all very very fog enshrouded. So visibility is very poor, and once you navigate over into this area, it's going to be possible that you'll even get lost in the fog. But before we get closer over there, let me see here. Let me see. Berez. Approaching the ruins. Okay, so the trail hugs the river for several miles. The dirt and grass soon turn to marsh as the trail dissolves into spongy earth pockmarked with stands of tall reeds and pools of stagnant water. Let's see. A thick shroud of fog covers all. Scattered throughout the marsh are old peasant cottages, their walls covered with black mildew, their roofs mostly caved in. These decrepit dwellings seem to hunker down in the mire as though they have long since given up on escaping the thick mud. Everywhere you look, black clouds of flies dart about hungry for blood. The fog is much thinner at the far side of the river, where a light flashes amid a ring of standing stones. if you can see my ping.
Okay. Do we really feel like trying to cross that river?
Nope.
The river ranges in depth, but is never more than 10 feet deep. You can see a humanoid form lurking amid the circle of standing stones and is using a lantern to signal you.
Is that here, did you say?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, that doesn't seem suspicious at all. Couldn't be a trap of some sort.
Nah.
You know, moth to a flame right there.
Is there any way we could back up a little bit to get around the river and come back in?
Well, the river, if we jump back to the Barovia map just for a minute here. So you're here, and you can see the river goes all the way up to Lake Zarovich. So there's no getting across this river. The only way to get across would be to come back up here to the Luna River Crossroads, go over the bridge, and then walk down. But that's quite a journey in and of itself.
Yeah. All right.
On the previous map, so like there's not enough land. Like this isn't. We can't walk along this.
Oh yeah, sure you can. Right, that's that's part of the sections of dirt road that have survived. Those places are not difficult terrain.
I was just talking because there's a guy on the other side signaling us.
Right. No, I'm just thinking maybe there's something ahead potentially that we could use to maybe, I don't know, make a raft or something.
We can try that.
You guys want to discuss it for a moment while I fill my cup?
Yep.
Rhetorical question?
Sure.
Okay, be right back.
Sure.
You're doing it anyway.
Yeah, I don't know what we could do for crossing water.
I mean, we're on horses, right? So
Yes, we are.
maybe we can find a spot where they can cross
You said it was 10 feet deep.
at the deepest.
It varies.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, you know what? That's a good point because I'm looking further down the map and just assuming by the width of the river, looks like there's some spots we could probably cross, no problem.
Yeah, I think we might be okay to get across there if we really wanted to. Now, do we want to go? Well, they obviously know we're here, so stealth is pointless. I don't know. They know we're here, so why not just head on up?
Okay.
Mission accomplished. The Mad Mage before used to take 4 sessions. Now it took a half an hour. Okay, any plans of action?
I think so. You said some of the spots on the river are shallower than others. Do we think we can find a spot where horses can get across?
Horses can swim, right?
I
I can't. Let me Google that.
But I mean, they're pretty tall, so if it's like 5 foot deep, then we could probably do it.
Google says yes.
What,
Yeah.
really?
It says, in fact, they're very confident swimmers because of their huge legs, so they naturally float.
No kidding. Huh.
So you couldn't ride them across, but you could certainly, you know, tread water and swim beside your horse as you got them across.
Current's not looking too bad.
Nope.
Hey, haven't you watched the old westerns with the cowboys just hold on to it and float in the water?
Yeah, I would call that about 5 foot deep in that picture, right?
Yeah, that was right. Yeah, so if that's a reasonable depth that you think we might be able to find
Yeah.
somewhere, then
Yeah, we can get you and your horses across the river.
okay, and we know that they know that we're here. So, I mean, what's the worst that happens?
Hey, when they know you're there, what's right up like we own the place.
Right, exactly. Do the opposite of being stealthy. Go up and be confident.
All right, I'm just getting my what happened to the music? Oh, I don't have it set on this page, I guess. There we go. All right. So we're not in the obscured areas yet, so we don't have to do any of that. You can just move your token down. This is just normal walking, so feel free to move down there, and I will tell you what you see as you get closer. Okay, so a dozen moss-covered stones form a near-perfect circle in the spongy earth. These weathered stones range in height from 15 to 18 feet. A couple of them lean inward as if to share some great secret with their inscrutable neighbors. A wary-looking peasant woman lurks behind the tallest stone, a rusty lantern clutched in one gnarled hand and a dagger clutched in the other. I'll move it down a little closer here. So she is flat out signaling you at this point.
All right, we'll just mosey on over.
Yep.
All right. So as you approach the ring of stones, she walks up to you and introduces herself. My name is Muriel Vinshaw. I am a friend of the Mardukov family and a resident of Valaki. I have been down here spying on Baba Lasaga for my fellow were-ravens. I was leading a party of were-raven scouts around the perimeter of Berez when we were ambushed by blights and druids. I was able to escape with injuries, and you can see that she's plainly injured. But the other scouts were all killed. And during her escape, or trying to fly away, she succumbed to her injuries and landed here in this ring of standing stones until she could recover. So she asks if you have any healing on you for one.
Yeah, I've got a greater healing potion.
I'll pop up first level.
Okay, 8 points back for Miss Muriel. And she's looking a little bit better there. So she's able to tell you some information here. she starts first with the history, and Berez was abandoned long ago after the river rose and flooded the village. That's when an ancient and powerful hag named Baba Lasaga moved in with her hut in the middle of the former village. When she's not in her hut, this Baba Lasaga can be seen flying around inside of a hollowed-out dragon skull. Muriel warns you that the scarecrows of Berez are murderous creatures under the hag's control, and they surround Baba Lasaga's hut and serve as an early warning system. They'll scream out an alarm, alerting everything in the area. Baba Lasaga periodically sends these scarecrows to attack the winery, as you might remember they told you. She's made enemies of the Mardukov family, and there's a lot of enmity between the two. And lastly, Muriel can tell you that for some reason that the hag has trapped several mountain goats in a pen near the old mansion at the south end of the river, or village, kind of over here in this region. She's telling you. So after relaying the little bit of information she has for you, and after receiving your healing, she sneaks away and changes form into a raven, and resumes her flight back to the winery. So with that, she is off. She says that as soon as she gets back to the winery, she will try to send reinforcements back this way to help the party. And with that, she flies off. Unless you had any specific questions for her.
Nope.
I personally don't.
All right. That's who was signaling you. That was her story. So she's let you know that Baba Lasaga can fly around, that she's already killed a bunch of scouts, that she's got these scarecrows serving as sentries. But other than that, if you want to get into Berez to find Baba Lasaga and her hut, you'll have to cross back over the river and start exploring these dark areas. Now, the way that the exploring works is where basically you can choose a direction, and you can move up to 2 squares at a time in that direction. We'll designate a navigator, somebody who's good at survival. It would probably be a good idea.
That would be +8.
Probably, yeah, better than my 1 for sure.
All right, so the navigator will have to make wisdom checks to navigate, and there's again the risk of becoming lost. But we will, deal all that. That is once you start crossing into these darkened areas. So first things first, without making much fanfare of it, do you want to go back up the river before you cross, or do you want to just cross back here?
Or do we want to go down farther where we got the ping on the map about the goats?
Right.
Because that was close to the edge of the dock area.
Yeah. Are we able to cross where we are?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, might as well go where we are, I guess.
Down here is where you ping near, right, Dan?
Yeah, down in the southern portion of the village, right?
So want to get down to that area, and then we'll go into the dock there?
Works for me.
So cross the river right there, okay? All right. Yeah, and just be careful about moving into the darkened areas, because when we start going into darkened areas, we'll have to start doing more specific rolling to make sure that you don't get lost.
Yeah, I'm just standing right on the edge of it.
Gotcha.
If the map doesn't throw me, when it
Right.
drops a square, it throws me inwards.
Right. Yeah, as long as you're on this edge, you're fine.
And go in starting about here, you guys.
Yep.
All right. So
Good as any.
So you've chosen your direction as left. You can go ahead and move over one more square. We'll get you into that one. All right. So you're pushing now into the darkened areas. The fog is so thick and swirling that it makes it hard to even see each other. Only a few feet apart. Certainly difficult to make out any detail or structures from the distances away that you are now. Again, remembering that each square is 100 feet. So it seems like you picked your direction as west. Did you want to move 1 or 2 squares in that direction?
Well, you pinged about here, right?
Right.
So I want to go over 1, up 1.
Okay. All right. So let us make a... how does the random encounter... Every time the party moves into an obscured area that does not coincide with the special encounter, I have to roll a random encounter. Okay. But we haven't technically moved in yet. All right.
So should I move us?
So let's make a survival check. All right, excellent. The party does not become lost. So I'll go ahead and move us up here to that one area. So we are not lost. I have to check for a random encounter. On a result of 16 or higher. Look at that, I rolled a 20. All right. Okay, so fortunately, the encounter was just a broken Scarecrow. The remains of one of the sentry Scarecrows.
Can our local wizard do an arcana to see if there's anything special about it?
Arcana. It's from the components. It's hard to tell anything about it. If it was an animated Scarecrow, it's certainly not anymore.
All right. Same pattern as before, then. Just move on, right, guys?
Yeah.
Just move diagonal.
One diagonal space, yeah.
All right, one diagonal space. We'll move up there. I will do our... first we have to do the survival check.
I was on it.
Awesome, thank you. And then the random encounter, which was none. And so you're not lost, no random encounter. Technically, wait a second, though. All right, so it says when you have to do your survival check, it says if you had a random encounter, where is it here? Okay, so if you had to deal with a random encounter, your survival check is at disadvantage. So give me one more survival check. Oh. On a result of 10 or lower, the party becomes disoriented and lost, losing their sense of direction. So at this point, I'm moving your token to the GM layer, and you are not going to be able to see where you are at this point. So you're lost and disoriented in the fog, and you've lost all sense of direction. So when you move, now you don't get to pick your direction. Now I'm going to roll a d4 and randomly determine your direction. All right. So you ready to move?
All right.
Yep.
All right. So we will move. And all right, and then we get another survival. Oh wait, then I've got to do a random encounter check. All right. Okay, so this time you come up to a tree that has the severed wings of a raven nailed to it. It's a dead tree with the severed wings of a raven nailed into it. So go ahead and make that survival check at disadvantage. All right, you are no longer lost, so good job. So you weren't lost very long before you got your bearings and were able to find out. Now, you're coming upon a little bit of a structure here. You can kind of see the little dotted line here in the top left corner of your vision.
Yep.
All right, so that. Let me get to the thing here. Toward the south end of the village lie the remains of a mansion built on higher ground. It has been reduced to piles of stone and rotting timber. Empty, arched windows stare at you. South of the ruin, an untamed garden runs rampant, surrounded by broken walls that are no longer able to contain it. East of the ruin, someone has erected a crude wooden fence, and that's where you are right now, forming a circular yard in which several goats are penned. Surmounting the fence posts are human skulls.
Pleasant place. Yes. Excuse me. Well, should we go check out what the thing with the goats was?
Yep.
I guess we'll move towards the goats and see what's going on with that.
Yep. Sure.
Okay, so there's no gate in this circular fence. That's the first thing that you could see. Now, let me see if I can get a number of how many goats are in here. Where does it say a number? I don't see a number, so we'll call it 5, and because I can't see anything better. 9. There it is, 9. Okay, so there are 9 goats trapped behind this fence, and there are 50 human skulls mounted on the tops of each fence post, spaced 10 feet apart.
Does this look like a sacrifice area to anyone else?
Yeah, kinda.
Should we destroy the fence? Or do you want to just leave it alone?
I mean,
Doesn't matter to me either way.
Let's
maybe
have
like an animal handling check to see if I can tell what kind of animals are in the pen or something.
Sure. Well, they're definitely all goats. But I will have each of you make a perception check.
Perception.
And I'm also just going to make that animal handling just to make sure there hasn't been something else other than goats.
Okay. Nothing but goats. You only see goat tracks. But Bardor, you thought the bleating of the goats sounded like a cry for help.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go in and check it out now. I tell them what I think I heard, and I don't want to climb over the fence. I think we should break it to go through, don't you? Just the idea of the fence being whole and it maybe being something to sacrifice, leaving it at whole doesn't seem right.
Okay, I'll follow whatever you do.
All right, I want to break my way through the fence.
Okay, so as soon as you start damaging the fence, the skulls on top of the fence posts begin howling and continue howling in alarm incessantly. A blaring alarm that is carrying for hundreds of feet in every direction.
Hey, we're gonna find them real quick. Shit. You guys want to pull back, or you just want to keep going forward?
I don't know.
Because I'll just keep going forward as they break through this and go in, or we can pull back and try to come at it a different way. All right, I'm just gonna keep going forward there.
All right. So you're in the pen. You've gotten it in, and the goats are still just crying for help, help.
I'm gonna go over and check them out.
And they're goats screaming for help.
All right, let's lead them out the pen.
All right. They do follow. They will follow you.
I'm gonna lead them out and shush them away to go away.
They're not shushing. They're staying near you, repeatedly calling for you to help them. Please.
What the heck is this? Anyone got any ideas?
I mean, considering the skull alarms, I'm going to suggest that maybe these goats aren't actually goats.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how we can figure out what they are.
If only we had a wizard. Of all weeks. Of all weeks.
Here, let's see.
Right.
Let's give him another Arcana roll. He's saying perhaps it's some kind of polymorph.
If only we had a druid.
So, unfortunately, the alarm has roused Baba Lasaga, and she arrives in her flying dragon skull. You see her enter the area, so we are getting into the Baba Lasaga fight, ladies and gentlemen.
Uh-oh, here we go.
You said flying dragon skull?
Yep.
Lovely.
Awesome.
Good thing we have so much range.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so actually, I'm gonna do this back on this map. It doesn't. If we're gonna do the Lasaga fight, then let's do it. I guess I'm gonna just copy these, and we'll do it that way because we'll go on our blank map here. I'm just gonna drop all your tokens here. All right, I gotta take that out.
I guess I'm not good with alarm systems.
All right, I'm just setting up some tokens here. Let's put these guys up here. All right, now I gotta drop some player tokens. Oh, and we got Irina with us too, right?
Yes.
Irina, okay. And who else did we have? Was there anybody else with us? I guess, are we saying Keldrin's with us? Why not, right?
Yeah. Sure, why not?
All right, so we got Irina, so the only one we're missing is
Me?
our druid. Damn it. No, you know what? I'm not gonna roll Keldrin. You guys got this.
I'm not seeing anything yet.
How about now?
Okay.
There you go.
All right, so Baba Lasaga is arriving on her flying skull. So I guess this is where you got sight of her and all of her scarecrows. So I guess we can roll for initiative.
Do it.
Flying V-Wedge?
Ooh, what's that X?
Yeah, I was just looking at that.
There we go. A map anomaly that I accidentally copied. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of you. All right. Oh, Irina too. Can't forget Irina.
I have a feeling we're probably going to need her.
All right, so the first is this Scarecrow here. Now, he's a fairly intelligent construct. So he is gonna dash. Let's go 1. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he comes charging across the battlefield as fast as his straw legs will take him. And that's how far he gets. And then we go to his friend here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he will ready in action to attack anybody who gets near him. This guy will dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So he's got no action. Readied. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Readies his action. And then we go to Safina.
Ooh, I get to go first. Okay. Steady aim. I'll take a shot at the one directly in front of me.
Okay.
Turn that on, turn that on. Let's go.
24 hits for 17 damage. Oh, no sneak attack, right? No, yeah, because you had advantage. So,
Advantage, yeah.
right, 17 points of piercing damage. He is resistant to non-magical piercing. So 17 becomes 8.
All right, it's something.
All right. And then we go to Murmur.
Okay, I don't have a ton of options. So I'm gonna have to take out my crossbow and hope for the best. But I'm gonna aim for this guy. Here.
All
Oh,
right.
I just saw my rolls.
Yep. Not thrilling. And then we go up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what the hell? He'll stay there and ready. And Baba Lasaga coming up on the big Baba lady. Let's see. She is ultimately a nasty spellcaster. So let's see what she is gonna do. What's the range? 60 feet? And she can fly in her skull. Her skull can move 40. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Baba Lasaga flies in her skull. Now she's a good 40 feet off the ground. She's up there, out of reach. And she is now in range. Yep. To cast her spell. So Bardor, make a Constitution saving throw.
That's a lot of damage.
Nice. Okay, so you only take half damage. So what's half of 73?
Still a lot of damage.
36?
Ouch.
All right. That's Baba's turn. She does not have legendary actions or anything. So we go to Darian.
Okay. Well, for my action, I'll just use Channel Divinity to give myself Sacred Weapon. And then bonus action, Shield of Faith on myself.
All right.
And I will move. I'll just move right here to kind of be in front of everybody. And that'll be my turn.
All right. Is Games our healer? Was Games the one throwing around healing spells?
No, I'm a cleric.
Oh,
was
yeah.
the-
Yeah, that's right. You got the healing. You're a cleric. I'm remembering your other character who's the fighter, right? Or the warrior.
Yeah.
All right. Shield of Faith. Sacred Weapon. That's it for Darian, right? And we go to Miss Irina. How aggressive do you want Irina to get? She's beefy. She's just as beefy as you guys.
Yeah, exactly. I was just going to say that.
All right, so she runs up on this guy who did not have an action ready, and she's going to attack with her rapier. She makes 2 attacks, and she hit for 16 damage, which gets halved to 3 and 5, so 8 points of damage. All right, and then we go to Bardor.
Well, first thing, I'm going to bonus action heal myself. Actually, if I do that, I can't do that. Actually, yeah, I can do this. I'm going to bonus action heal myself.
How good was that damage roll?
It hurt.
But look at that. These were D8s, right? So this is what I rolled. It was 78. You ready? And I got 3 sevens and 2 8s.
Oof.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to fire back at her. Sacred Flame.
All right. Dexterity save for the Baba Lasaga. Failed that dex save, so she takes 7 radiant damage.
And I'm going to move up to here.
All right. Is that it?
That's everything I can do.
All right, the Scarecrow here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And the last guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Dragon Skull doesn't get a turn. Because it's an inanimate object. Alright, and then we're back up at our Scarecrow here, who's going to attack poor Irina with his claws, and miss, 2 misses. Alright, this Scarecrow is going to use its terrifying glare on you, Darian, so let's get a wisdom saving throw. Nice, okay, you are not frightened and paralyzed. And this guy is going to step up and he's going to try to attack you. And it looks like he hit on his second attack for 8 slashing damage.
No, he didn't. I have
He missed.
25.
25, okay, good. 1, 2. Same thing, 2 misses on Darian. And then we go to Safina.
All right. Yep. Steady aim. Short bow on the one directly north of me. Hello.
25 gets halved to 12.
Yep.
All right. Just the one shot?
Just the one shot.
Just the one. All right, Murmur.
Okay. Well, now that they're actually closer, I'm gonna step up to this guy. I'm gonna start raging because I don't like the looks of this. And I'm gonna take out the short sword that I got from Caladrin.
All right, 11 hits and 16 hits. Okay. Not magic, though, right?
No.
Okay, so 3 and 4 is 7 points of damage. And if that's it for Murmur.
Oh, I'm just looking. So, is a short sword a strength weapon? Yeah.
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it's finesse, so I think it's strength-based.
Okay, because put this in roll 20 because it says with rage, I can add +2 to melee damage with strength weapons.
Okay, so 4 more damage.
Yep.
All right. And the
Just-
Scarecrow back here. So he's going to come up here, and let's see who he's going to attack. 1, 2, 3, 4. Going after Darian. Probably going to miss. Yep. And then Baba Lasaga is up next. Let's see. Her spell didn't take out that cleric. What else has she got? All right. Murmur.
Yep.
Baba Lasaga speaks a word of power that overwhelms. You are stunned.
Oh no. Enchantment 8.
So you get to make a Constitution saving throw at the end of each of your turns to end this stun effect, DC 17.
Okay.
All right. Is that a concentration effect? No. Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say, it looks like it's just instantaneous.
All right. Darian.
All right, I'll swing at this guy right above me. Is that 12 hit?
It does.
Which would actually... Oh, it does. Okay.
Yep.
I was going to say I have +3 on that anyway. And that's 7, and that's a magical, so it should take all of it.
It does. And another hit.
There's another 7.
For another 7. All right. Irina is going to step in and try to finish off the Scarecrow you were just attacking. Hits for 6, which gets halved to 3. And she makes her second attack at the one that's at her and hits for 3 on that one. And that's when we go to Bardor.
Versus that. The Splendor is up. And that's all I'm gonna do.
All right, DC. All right, so Spirit Guardians is up. Do I have I guess I don't have graphic for Spirit Guardians. It's too new. All right.
You have a
this-
15-foot circle around me, basically.
Right. And this guy is definitely in that 15-foot circle. So he starts
Yes.
with a Constitution saving throw. And he failed. So he takes 14 radiant damage.
Yep.
Alright. So that's to start his turn. Then attack rolls against the creature have advantage. So the Scarecrow has advantage on the attacks against Murmur. 21 hits for 7
Yep.
damage.
Okay, 7 damage, not too bad.
What about
Lasaga,
a 14?
Does a 14 hit? Ooh, let me look. No, it does not.
Alright, let's get a wisdom saving throw from
A wisdom save, great.
Alright, so you're not frightened. You're just stunned, not frightened.
I was about to say, can I be stunned and frightened at the same time?
Sure, why not?
Save.
Alright, coming at Darian. These guys.
Yes. Danny has to save.
Oh, thank you.
And as soon as he moved in it, he was half movement speed.
Right. He failed his save, so that how much damage was that? 14 radiant?
14.
Okay. He made his attacks at Darian. 19 and 16 missed. And then that takes us to the top of the round. This guy has to make his save.
Yes.
Failed. 14 damage. Are you concentrating on that, Spirit Guardians?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so he took his damage. He's going to move into flanking around Irina and try to hit her. 23 and 24 hit for a total of 10 damage for Irina. This Scarecrow here is not within 15 feet, right? Nope, but he will be as soon as he takes a step forward, and he's going to. Okay, so he made his save, so that 14 becomes 7 damage.
Yep.
Alright, and he's going to attack Darian. Miss. And this Scarecrow, Constitution save. Failed, 14 damage. And he's gonna attack Darian. These guys are having a hell of a time attacking Darian. They're surrounded and attacking him, but he's got like a 25 armor class, so they're just scratching at you, but not getting through your armor. And then we go to Safina.
All right. I get a steady aim, and I'm gonna shoot at this one over here. Looks like he's pretty hurt.
25
And
for 17, which gets halved to 8.
yep.
All right, good shot. Tore away a huge section of the straw that was comprising his chest. He's kind of flapping in the breeze on his last legs. And we go to Miss Murmur, who is stunned and really can't do anything but a Constitution saving throw to end her turn, and she's no longer stunned. Look at that. Congratulations.
I had my fingers crossed, you know, a plus
All right.
7.
Alright, this guy,
Helps.
Constitution saving throw, made it. So he takes 7 points of damage.
Yep.
And he is going to try to attack Bardor. 11 and 21.
21 hits.
Nice. Okay, so take your 7 slashing damage. Now, make your Constitution saving throw for your concentration. You made it. You maintained concentration. That was huge. All right. And that is it for that Scarecrow. And we go to Baba, who Baba wants that Spirit Guardians to go away. She doesn't like that spell. It's hurting all of her Scarecrows. Alright. What's a good spell? Target. Necromancer, watch a creature of your choice that you can see within range. 30 feet. It's close enough. Maybe she flies up a little closer on her skull. And she uses Blight. So Bardor, Constitution save.
Really doesn't matter at this point.
All right, 17 damage. What's the fail forward here? Just in case we TPK you all. There it is. I thought that was it. Okay. All right, so that was Baba's turn. She nuked poor Bardor and dropped that Spirit Guardian spell. And then we go to Darian.
All right. All right, so I will bend down and I will give Bardor 10 points of healing from my lay on hands.
Okay.
And that is basically all I can do then. That was my action.
All right, Irina is going to attack Scarecrow. One hit for 2 points of damage. And then poor Bardor on his back.
Oh, Bardo's back up. First, he's got to get some health in him. That's about all I can do.
All right. The Scarecrow here is no longer got advantage on poor Murmur. Does a 16 hit? I think a 16
Sorry,
hits.
I was muted. 16 does hit.
All right, so 8 slashing damage and a wisdom save.
Okay. Just putting in the damage. Wisdom save.
All right, there you go. No frightened, so that's good.
We have to be putting a dented opposites out of those spells at least.
All right, here comes the claw attack against Darian. 16 and 10, miss. And then we're at the top of round 3, so no more Spirit Guardians, so no Constitution saving throws. Just an attack on Irina. And a hit for 6 points of damage. Irina taking a little bit of damage. She's got 36 hit points. This Scarecrow here attacks Darian. 21 hit.
Misses.
All right. 2 more misses, and then we're at Safina.
All right. Gonna take another shot at the same Scarecrow.
Steady aim.
Sharp bow.
Hit.
Oh, okay.
For 10 points of damage. And
Yep.
with your shot, you scatter his straw to the wind.
Very good. Got him.
Yep. And if that's it, we go to Murmur.
Okay. Well, now that he's out of the way, I'm gonna move over here and hopefully act as a buffer now. And I'm gonna aim my attacks at this Scarecrow.
All right, 15 hits for 3 points of damage. The Scarecrow is going to attack Irina. I'm going to miss twice, and then we're back at Miss Lasaga. Let's see what she's going to do now. She is summoning 3 swarms of insects. Who are joining the fray. And then we go to Darian.
All right, I will attack the one on my right with my sword.
Okay. 23 hits for 9 magic damage. 24 hits for 8 more. Very good. Almost got him down.
Then that's it.
All right, Irina is going to attack. Irina is attacking the Scarecrow to her north. Hits for 3 and 4, 7 points of damage. She's almost got this one down. That's when this swarm of insects is going to try to come on in onto Safina. Let's see here what their movement is. Their movement is 20. 1, 2, 3. So this swarm actually moves into your space, Safina, and starts trying to bite you. Does a 15 hit?
Yep.
All right, take 12 points of damage from biting insects.
Okay.
Bardor.
I'm a glutton for punishment.
Who you going after?
Guardian, my last spell, going up. My last third Guardian.
Oh, nice. Guardians again. All right. This Scarecrow here is dead. This Scarecrow here has 2 hit points left, so even if he makes his Constitution save, down he goes. This Scarecrow has 2 hit points left, so even if he makes his save, down he goes. This Scarecrow has to make a save. Oh wait, it's Wisdom, right?
Yes.
Okay, so he failed, so 14 damage. And that's the beginning of his turn. He is going to attack Darian. I'm going to crit eventually. 22 hit?
Nope.
All right. This Scarecrow has to make a con save. Failed it, takes 14 damage. It's going to attack Darian. Swarm of insects. Going
Has to
on.
save.
Oh, right, he does. Wisdom. Failed. And that's 14 radiant damage?
Actually, with me, I think it's now necrotic because I'm evil.
Oh, okay. The bugs aren't resistant, so it doesn't matter. Alright, so then the bugs move into your space, and they're going to attack you, Bardor. They now have less than half their hit points, so they don't bite as hard, but a 14 misses. And then we're at Safina. You got a swarm of insects enveloping you.
Okay. Well, I'll sit him and I'll rapier the bugs.
Alright. Piercing damage. So they're resistant to piercing, even if it is magical.
Yeah.
So 13 becomes 6 points of damage for the swarm that's on you. 6 points of damage to that swarm. Okay. Alright, anything else?
Nope.
Alright. This swarm of insects. Moving up on Murmur.
Save.
Save. Thank you for the reminder. Wisdom save. Failed. 14 points of damage. Swarm attacks Murmur. 18 hit.
Yep.
5 points of damage. Alright, Murmur, you got insects on you and scarecrows around you.
Just having so much fun. I guess I'll use with I guess I'll try and like swat away the swarm with my hand axe. I don't know. And then
Just
I
missed.
take Will I take damage if I like move on to the other side of Bardor?
They will get. I think swarms get an opportunity attack. I don't think there's anything about them that don't. So if you move beyond their range, which is 0, the second you move into the adjacent square, they would get an attack.
Don't do it because you're moving on to a swarm if you're going into my square.
Yeah, I will take out the crossbow then, and I'm gonna aim it at this guy right here.
Okay, 9. Unfortunately, just misses.
I hate this. I need a magical weapon.
All right, let's see who he's attacking.
Please save.
Oh, thank you. Wisdom save failed. 14 points of damage, right?
Yes.
All right. And then he's attacking Bardor. Miss. All right. What can she do? She's called her insects into the field. Okay. Darian, Bardor, and Safina. Make a saving throw. Dexterity.
And then I was going to say +3 to you too, but it's not going to matter for Bardor.
Oh. Reroll that, Bardor.
Oh, thank God. That was Dex, right?
Yep.
Holy shit.
Oh, man.
Oh, no. All right, so 14 to Safina and Darian. Because you get the +3 on that too, right, Darian?
It already applies to +3 when I roll it.
Oh, it did. Okay. All right, so 29 to Darian and Bardor. And Bardor goes down again, and once again the...
And I lost Shield of Faith.
All right, but Darian, it is your turn.
I'm sorry, how much did you say the damage was again?
29?
29, okay. Alright, I will swing at the guy right next to me.
Okay. Nice, a crit. 17 damage, down he goes. That's a magic weapon, right?
Yep, it sure is. And then I will swing at this guy right here in the corner. "12 hits, right?
It does.
It's 11.
Down he goes. Excellent. Irina is going to attack. You know what? She ditches her rapier and pulls out her heavy crossbow and is taking a shot at Baba Lasaga. And she crits! 10 points of
Hell
damage.
yes, Irina.
Shut that bitch in her fucking eye. Sorry. Swarm is going to attack Safina. Swarm on Safina. Swarm has more than half its hit points. Misses. Bardor. Death save. One.
Wow, this is getting awful. This is getting awful familiar.
All right. Scarecrow here. Let's see. Attacks Darian. (12 and 17 both miss. I take it a 17 misses, Darian.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't know how far your AC dropped after Shield
Oh,
of Faith.
it's still at 23.
All right,
Yeah, that's
so
what I was
this
thinking.
swarm moves off of Bardor and on to Darien, and is going to attack. 22 hits?
Just misses.
Just misses. All right, Safina.
Okay.
You've got a swarm of insects on you.
I do. I'm going to ignore them and take a shot at Pablo Saga.
All right.
18.
I think that hits. Yeah, it does.
Then I'm also going to use Wills from the Grave. Half the number of sneak attack dice for your level roll up. So have that to this Scarecrow.
Okay, so
So
11 to
three.
Lasaga
Yep,
and 7 to the crow.
3.
3.
It's half the sneak dice, so
Got it.
basically just half
Got
hit
it.
points.
All right. All right, Safina. This swarm of insects is going to attack Murmur. 7 misses, and then Murmur, you get to go.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna spend my turn administering a health potion to Bardor.
Ooh, greater potion of healing. Very nice.
Yeah, it's the least I can do for the party cleric.
All right, don't take my roll. Somebody else rolled that. There we go.
There
That's
we
a
go.
little better.
Thank you.
And if that is
Yeah,
it for Murmur,
Yeah, I can't move because the swarm's on me.
well, you just have to take an opportunity attack.
Do you ever feel like a yo-yo?
Up and down and up and down and up and down.
This happened in my one of the very first campaigns I ever played D&D. I was a sorcerer. We were fighting Talisites, and literally someone in my party would get me up, and then I get hit with a thunder wave and go right back down.
Those thunder waves, man. Non-stop.
Okay, let's see here. Who's Okay, you're still looking very healthy, Murmur, and Baba Lasaga is noting how healthy you look.
Oh no. Not again.
I just kind of look up and go, duck.
Okay, so let's get a DC 17 Wisdom save.
I knew it.
Okay, so
No.
you are charmed.
Wait, this. Nah, I have to look into my rage really fast. Hold on.
Sure.
I don't know. Nope, it's not. Okay. I'm thinking of mindless rage. I don't have that.
Right. Alright, so we're going to have to keep that Crown of Madness handy. On subsequent turns, you may... Okay, so she's concentrating on this effect, so I gotta have her concentrating. On subsequent turns, you may use her action to maintain control over the target. So she's gonna have you start attacking your friends. And she'll have to use her action to maintain that next time. All right, Darien.
Okay. I'll just attack the guy next to me. ...20 hits for 5 damage.
9 misses.
Yeah, I figured. Actually, that'd be a 12. Because I have a +3 with my weapon.
Then it does hit. 7 more. Down he goes. And then we're at Irina, and Irina is going to take her crossbow and take another shot. And she hits again for 8 damage. All right, Irina.
Nicely done.
The swarm of insects over you, Safina.
Yep.
Does a 15 hit?
Does. So I'm going to use my reaction to have the damage.
Okay. Then we go to Bardor.
Jerry, how much health do you have?
Ooh.
Safina or Darian?
Darian.
I'm at 20.
It's me and you're the same. Well, I'm going to do a cantrip first. That's 9 points to everything that's in a 5-foot radius. There should be a swarm, at least within that, right?
I think there's 3 swarms.
Yeah. That's what I thought, but I was...
So con saves. So 1, 2, 3. Only the Safinas made their save. Everybody else failed. So let's see. Let me just show those swarms. So this swarm here takes 9 points of damage.
Yep.
And that is radiant damage.
Yep.
This one takes 9 points of damage.
The other one does, if it's saved, it doesn't take anything because it's a cantrip.
Right. And yeah, that last one saved. Okay.
And then I'm going to bonus action.
Healing word on who?
I'm doing that on myself, so at least I can survive a hit.
Got it.
Okay, you're next, Darren.
All right, this swarm of insects on Leela. Again, I think still has half its hit points, right? Yeah,
Safina, but yes.
that's what I said.
Do they go on my turn?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm confused. Safina.
All right, cool. Okay, steady aim it is. Short bow on Lasaga. Excellent. She's going to
7
get
points.
plus another 10. Doing Wails from the Grave on the swarm.
Oh, and she has to make concentration checks too, right?
She does.
Looks like she fucking failed.
Hell yeah. And 5 to the swarm that's on me.
Five to the swarm. Okay. Got it.
Awesome.
Then we're at Murmur, who's no longer afflicted with the crown of madness.
I was about to roll a d4 and everything to see who I was going after, so...
Right.
Alrighty, and so is Lasaga like up in the air right now?
Yeah, she's about 40 feet off the ground.
She is, okay. Gonna stuck, okay, yeah, I have to use the crossbow, and I never can hit anything with it.
Yeah,
You got one.
You hit for 3.
For 3.
Something.
Okay, Lasaga is no longer concentrating. She's a little frustrated that you made her drop her spell. So everybody make a dexterity save.
Oh, that's not good. That's normal, not advantage for me.
Right. So anybody who failed their
I'm
save,
resistant.
anybody who failed their save take 27 fire damage. Anybody who made it take 13 fire damage. Oh, I got to roll for Irina. Fireball.
Fireball. If I'm resistant, that means I take half damage anyways, right?
That is correct, right? So Irina got tagged for 27. All right, Darian.
All right. I'll move down here and I'll do a second level Cure Wounds. So 11 healing to Safina.
Thank you.
And I'll just... here, just to get some distance, so we're not all clumped up together.
Got it.
Because that'll be my turn.
All right, Irina is going to take her shot with the heavy crossbow and misses. Oh, this
Hey,
swarm of insects would have taken
Yeah.
fire damage too, right?
Yep.
So even if it made it save, it would have taken 13 damage, which is enough to kill it.
Awesome.
And then we're at Bardor.
All right, this is going to be a move, heal, and nuke. So first,
Wisdom save. For the Baba. 24. So
damn it. All right.
no damage.
Second, looks like Murmur's in the worst shape right now.
You're all in pretty bad shape.
Yep.
I had a bonus action. It's 9 points to Murmur, and then I'm going to move. To there.
I love it. You guys are all like, scatter!
Yeah.
All right, Safina.
All right. Yeah. Steady aim. Short bow. Ugh. 14 hit.
Just missed.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right.
No card? Do you have a card?
It's a saving throw card.
Bummer. All right, Murmur.
Just gonna take the cue to, scatter. And as I'm trying to take my shot at her, I'm just gonna yell at her, "Oh, come down here and fight me, coward!"
So 21 hits for 2 piercing damage. And it is her turn. All right. So here's the thing. I said at the beginning of this fight that if you get Baba Lasaga down to half of her hit points, she's going to flee. She had 120 hit points. She has 62.
See what happens this turn then, right?
So if I don't give myself the benefit of those 2 hit points, she could flee right now because she's practically at half hit points. But the thing is, she's not technically at 50% hit points. She's at 49%. So I could have her do one more attack, but if I do, it's going to kill you all.
Oh. Well.
Let me see. Let me get the measurement. Let me see what another fireball would do. How many she could get. I mean, she could definitely get 4 of you still. She's got a third level slot left. I'm going to 50-50 this. 1 through 50, she flees. 51 through 100, she casts Fireball. All right. You heard me say it. You've got her down enough. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Where she is making a beeline back to her hideout. Let me... Five, 6, 7, 8. All right, so that's how far away she has made it from you in this fight. So then we go to Darian.
Well, if she's running away, I can't really do anything anyway.
Okay, you're just gonna let her go?
Yeah.
Irina is pissed. She's gonna take a pot shot. She hits for 9. Nice job, Irina. All right, any Bardor, any parting shot?
I got to check range, actually.
Yep.
So if I move up, I can actually take a shot. Do you think that's a bad idea, guys?
Nope.
Yeah, she's running.
That's right, Biatch. Run away. So technically, I could have done a little bit more to steer you guys away from this, and I didn't. But technically, the book advises that characters be level 8 to fight Baba Lasaga.
Oh, yeah, that's a little bit.
And we're missing a good part of the party.
Yeah,
Right.
that's a bit of a discrepancy there.
Right.
5 to 8.
Yeah, I was about to say the level 8 spell was very like, oh wow, okay, this is a lot harder than I remember.
Well, this is
Well,
why I set the goalposts. I changed the goalposts for this fight in that I wasn't expecting you to kill her. I just wanted you to get her to half hit points, and then she was going to flee. And I was going to.
We'll come back for her.
Right. And now she's going to heal up. You guys can heal up. You got a better sense of what it's going to be to kill her. She's going to be able to make more scarecrows and all that. So there'll be a rematch. But I set the bar, and you heard me. I said the 50-50 shot. She's either going to run away or kill you all, and you just happened to luck out. So that's the razor thin margin by which you won this fight. So congratulations. You each gain 1100 XP.
Can I just... I'm gonna... Where's Bardor? Oh, you're all the way over there, okay. I'm just gonna walk up to him, grab him by the shoulders, and go, I know you didn't mean for this, but Bardor, I swear, if you pull one more fucking stunt before I can get a long rest, I will come back and haunt your ass.
Yes.
And the thing with the goat pen is it says it clearly that that if you sound the alarm, that she shows up after 2 rounds. So it only takes her, like, at best 15 seconds to get there from when the alarms start to go off. So it made it pretty clear to me that setting off that alarm meant fighting Baba. I almost said Baba Yaga. What am I watching? John Wick too much. Baba Lasaga. But when you fought her by drawing her out over to the goat pen, she wasn't with her animated hut, so you didn't have to fight her animated hut. So that was different. So she's gone back to regroup, and she might lay another attack on you. She knows that you're here now. She's going to go back up and heal herself up and come finish you off later. But let's go back to the map of Berez.
Hey, I kind of say for backtracking and go lick our wound somewhere. What do you guys think?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You thinking of backtracking out of Berez?
Yeah, I couldn't win a fight against a good amount of scarecrows right now.
Yeah, that fight took a lot out of you guys.
I have 0-3. I have all my first level. No, only 1 second level.
So, interestingly enough, I looked up the fail forward for Baba Lasaga because I kind of remembered that there was one. The lunch break heroes guide that that I got for Curse of Strahd has a couple of these fail forward points where if there's a TPK, rather than scrapping the campaign and saying good game everybody, let's start over, that you can get things like quests, and that's what the hag fight was when they put you on the quest to deliver the hag's eye to Cyrus Bellevue. Instead of killing you, that they put you on this quest. Now, interestingly enough, Baba Lasaga's fail forward was I'm going to read it to you verbatim here. So, in the event that Baba Lasaga is triumphant against the party, there is no need to scrap the adventure and start over. Instead, you may employ the fail forward strategy. Impressed with the performance and prowess of the party, Baba Lasaga presses the surviving party members into her service. She has recently gained knowledge of a hag's eye pendant in the possession of Cyrus Bellevue within Castle Ravenloft. Such an item undermines Strahd's ability to rule, and Baba Lasaga cannot abide its presence in his castle. So she coerces the party into venturing into the castle to retrieve the hag's eye.
Oh, that'd be messed up.
2 fail forwards, 1 to deliver the hag's eye, 1 to go get it and take it back. But that's the fate you managed to avoid by avoiding this. Now, of course, I may have spoiled something for you in case you lose to Baba again, but I have a feeling when you come back, you'll be ready, and you won't come back prematurely on that one, knowing what a powerful spellcaster she is.
Yeah, I need better armor for that one.
Just because I've missed a week here and there, I know in Vallaki there's like an armory.
Yes.
They don't sell any magical weapons, do they?
They don't.
Because I kind of really need something for creatures that like have their damage halved if it's not magical.
Right. What about your forge cleric or your paladin? Do they have magic weapon abilities or?
That's what I'm looking at right now. I have one. They would go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just saying I'm looking through too. I know I can give myself my magic weapon and I can empower my weapon, but I'm looking for giving that to other people.
Right.
I'd have to give up a point of AC to make her weapon a +1 weapon. I could do that temporarily.
Think of all the damage a barbarian with a magic weapon could do.
I know, that's what I'm thinking of.
And I'm not going to tell you that I'm going to cry if you lose a point of armor class.
You're not, but I might.
I mean, you said if you have a long rest, you can, as a forge cleric, make stuff. So maybe you could just make yourself a little better armor.
I have to go up to plate mail. Well, there's a twist out that they say that if can a forge cleric make one section of the armor at a time? So like I have the breastplate, could I start forging like the arms one night and then the legs? Or does that violate the rule?
I think the whole idea about getting plate is that it's very expensive. I would prefer to see you buy your plate armor. Just because that, making a commitment of gold to something like that feels like, well, what else are you going to do with gold in this campaign? You know what I mean? So if you had the funds, I would prefer you go that way.
We have a ton of gold.
I was going to say, if you don't have the funds, I don't want to, screw you over, but especially to your point where you said you have a ton of gold, you probably can.
Can I go negotiate a better deal for armor for all of us?
I'd let you make a persuasion check for a 10% discount.
I will say, since I'm a barbarian, I get certain perks from being unarmored, so I'm gonna stay away from that stuff.
Thinking about the armor class stuff. Yeah, next long rest, I'll take 1 point off and make her weapon magic.
And I am so sorry to also ask this. I just remember, I need a better weapon because the ones I have damage with are okay for now. But I looked up a glaive, and it's under 100 gold pieces. Potential weapon to go with. I was thinking glaive or a warhammer, one of the two.
A magical glaive. Ooh.
All right, so I will make the weapon and enchant it with the thing on my rest.
All right, so now Murmur has a magic weapon. Excellent. And I looked up the cost here of buying plate. A full plate, full plate armor will run you 7,500 gold.
Yeah, does the Burgomaster get an extra discount?
Burgomaster gets it for 67.50.
I don't even know what we have in our funds.
Got 928 platinum, 795 gold, 100 silver pieces.
Yeah.
That's a big chunk.
I'm gonna upgrade my armor to studded leather.
Very good.
I think it's only 1 AC point, but it's something.
Right. Hey, it's exactly what to spend your money on, right?
Right.
Yeah, I was about to say, I have a bit of, at least in my D&D Beyond, I have some pretty decent gold for my character. So I can chip in on that if you'll make me the glaive.
Yeah, that does. I gotta check how much I'm actually gonna pick up on that. That's a lot of money. How about Darren? Do you need it still?
Oh no, I'm pretty set.
You're up more up the front than I am. That's why.
Yeah, no, I already got plate armor.
What's the AC on plate armor?
Plate armor?
18, I think.
Yeah, it is 18.
picks up 2 points. That'd put me up to 21.
And you get no dex modifier on that, though, right? On
Correct.
heavy armor gets no dex
Right.
modifier, right?
Right. And disadvantage to stealth.
Yeah, I think I would do that if you guys don't mind.
Yeah, if I did my math right, we would have 10,085 gold pieces total.
You've got the money.
Whatever makes the party better.
Does anyone need some chainmail?
Can't wear it.
Because that's what I'm wearing right now.
You could always sell it for 180 gold.
Oh. I'm going to make this all back.
Oh, because you can make a suit of chainmail every day?
Yes.
Yeah, screw this adventuring stuff. I'm just going to sell chainmail for a living. I'm going to live like a king. All right,
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen, I put us back in Vallaki since that what we were doing. It took another 2 hours of travel time to get back, so it's about 4 in the afternoon as we're doing this business in Vallaki. And I think that is where we'll call it for tonight. So we will. So thank you for going. That was fun. That was unexpected. I wasn't expecting you to go to Berez, and I was a little worried for you. But like I said, moving that fight the way it was, where it was just a half hit point fight with Baba Lasaga, and not a fight to the death. It was a good preview encounter. So I'm glad with how that went, and I'm glad you all survived because that was getting scary.
it was touch and go.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I looked up and saw her still with a green ring, it's like, oh boy.
Right. And she still had spell slots. She still had a 6th level spot, a 5th level, a 3rd level. She still had a couple of nasty fireballs in her. Which is why I was debating taking one more shot instead of fleeing. But yeah, no, that was a good one. So we will leave it there, and we will see where next week takes us. So to those of you that I will see on Thursday, looking forward to that. We will see you then. And other than that, we will talk to you all in the chat.
Right on.
All right, kids.
Come on, guys.
All right, have a
See you
good one,
guys.
everybody.
See ya.
That was a fight.